mess around and we done deleted it. I see something short, I delete them. Ready? Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to another great episode of Conversations That Lead to Greatness. Now today's episode is going to be titled, Stop Defending Your Limitations. Now I don't know about you, I had made it an actual habit that I start to defend my limitations. Mm-hmm. Now it's so easy to fall victim of believing why you can't do things, why you don't want to step outside your comfort zone because you look at your limitations and you believe it. So it's easy for us to defend those limitations because of fear or rejection or whatever. So in this episode, I want to focus more on being of a motivation and inspiration episode. So we're going to talk about defending your limitations and how to overcome them and, step outside that comfort zone so you can tap into your greatness to create the life you desire and God desire for you. Okay? So if you're ready, guys, stick around. Let's dive into it. This is Conversations That Lead to Greatness. Hey, my name is Akisha Smith.
And I'm Lester Smith.
And we are committed to helping you guys tap into your greatness by uploading great content that will educate, motivate, and inspire you to create the life you desire, okay? Now, we're talking about stop defending your limitations. Mm-hmm. Now, I wanted to come with that because it was almost like I had an epiphany or revelations from God on the reason why it was so hard for me to overcome certain things. And the reason he showed me was like, hey, you use like the reason why you don't believe or why you feel limited or whatever, you use that reason as a coping mechanism. So you start defending it, and you can't defend something you agree with. Like, that's what I noticed. You can't defend something that you playing around and agreeing and having enjoyment with. You can't overcome that. So I want to do this episode because I know a lot of us that's on this journey, we still trying to overcome the limiting thinking. We're still trying to overcome, stepping into our greatness or even dreaming big. Because we feel like, hey, is this for me? Like, do I deserve it? I don't know nobody that came from this. Am I dreaming too big? Am I crazy? So then we start to defend it and using it as a coping mechanism. Yeah. So you want to get up? You want to get on it?
Yeah, I can
jump on.
I can jump in on now. Defending your limitations. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to stop doing that, right? We definitely got to stop doing that. And you may say, well, I don't know where to start. And you're letting that limit you to not tap off into your greatness.
Not even finding out where to start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not even trying to figure out where to start. So because you don't know where to start or where to figure out where to start, you just like, I'm not just not gonna do it.
Make the excuse.
Make the excuse.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with where I'm at right now. But that's a lie though.
Yeah.
That's a lie. You're not okay with where you are. You want more, you want to do more, be more, and have more. But you're in your comfort zone, and growth is just outside your comfort zone. And because you are in your comfort zone and you're scared to step out, let me tell you something. There's many times that I've been afraid to do things in life. Many times. And she'll tell you. I'll tell her about, hey, babe, I don't know. I'm kind of scared about that. And she'll say, well, just, pray about it. And, I'm for you. Whatever you decide, let's roll with it. So you also need that person that can say, hey, let's go.
Glad you said that.
You need that. You need that person. You really need that person because let me say this: if you have a person that's always fighting against you, you'll never step outside your comfort zone. You will, but it's gonna take. Y'all gonna bump heads about it though. Yeah.
And the crazy part is you're fighting a person so much that you don't even have the strength or the focus to fight what you really matters. Okay, I'm going. So, and it's crazy because I want to go to Genesis 12, right?
Okay.
Where we talk about Abraham and Sarah and Lot and all these things. And a lot of times when God calls us to something, when God anoint our life, when someone prophesied over our life, it is basically giving us a flash of what God has for us. And it's crazy because he give it to us at a time where we like, wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Like Abraham, he said he was going to be fathers of many nations. And he was, 75 still 75. With no kids?
And he didn't have a baby till
not even 100.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like God gives you an ideal or a flash of what he has for you, your future to come, and you feel like, I'm not that person. How can I do that?
And you know what happens when you do that? You block it.
You block
your blessings.
You block your
blessings. When you start with that negative belief, that fear, that doubt, you block your blessings.
And you make excuses.
Because it was on the way to you, but you blocked it. Think about that. You blocked it before it can even manifest, or before it can even start the first step. You blocked it. Yeah, we gotta stop blocking ourselves.
And it's crazy because I always I use this podcast, like our podcast and episodes, to be a testimony, like to testify.
Yeah, we both do.
So I like to tell them myself because I have overcame it, and and I remember when you said that. I remember it was years back. Pastor had prophesied over my life. He was like, when I look at you, I just see dollar signs over your head. It was just like abundance of money or whatever. Yeah. And at the time, I think I wouldn't see an abundance. Okay, I was lack. The limitations of money. Okay, and it's still to this day when I feel like the opposite of when that belief come up, it's time to get anxiety because I don't know where it's gonna come. When that come, I always think about what he prophesied over my life, and it's crazy because he prophesied that in a time where I did not see a way. I didn't see me ever becoming that person, and when I look at where I'm at now, and that was years. That was probably 5, maybe 5 years, 4 or 5, maybe longer than that. Years that he prophesied that, and to look where I'm at now, I can see it, I can taste it, I can touch it, I believe it. So it's like now when something is prophesied over your life, it's not speaking to who you are now. It's speaking to your future self. It's speaking to the person you have to become, that God wants you to become. So it requires you to step outside that comfort zone. It requires you to not make excuses and start defending them. Like I used to defend my excuses, big time.
Big time.
Okay, I didn't need you to.
I had to reiterate that. I had to get on that. Big time.
But the killing
thing.
Hold
on, bro.
I did not know that's what I was doing.
You cutting yourself off before we even start what we're gonna do.
Because before he said anything, I just already had an excuse.
Exactly.
Before he even said
she would come to tell me certain things, and I'd be like, hey, baby, let's go. She wouldn't even expect me to say that.
No. I'd be like, I don't know.
But this, but that. And I'm like, no, I'll let you. Why would you come in and even ask me about it? You're not going, come on. But what did this happen? No, I don't have time for that.
It's not.
We don't have time for that. Let's just take the first step.
Yep.
And God going guide us on the next step.
Guide us on the next step.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he speaks to us. He speaks to us in a way. Well, he speaks to us in a moment where we are not where he's speaking. It's hard to believe, and that's why I say you have to walk by faith and not by sight.
Exactly.
Because when God gives you a revelation, when God speaks to you on the things He have for you, it is not in a place of where you at. It's not. You might not even be thinking about that. Like you might not even just believe you can achieve or even see that for your life. But it's for you to break off and believe it and say, "Hey, look, I gotta get out. I got to get out my excuses. I got to get out this environment.
Yeah.
I have to leave the familiarity of what I know. Because at the end of the day, when I'm in my comfort zone, when I'm in familiar environments, it's already hard enough for me to stay focused and build myself up. But now I'm in an environment that's telling me, oh, you can't do that. Oh, nobody ever done that. And they know me from my past. They know the past me. They don't know the future me. So they keep holding me to who they know.
Yeah.
How can you ever step out that comfort zone?
Let me say this too.
Can't.
People will put their limitations on you.
Ooh, our mindset.
That too. But they'll put their limitations up because they can't do a certain thing or go a certain place. They'll put that on you. And you're like, well, ain't nobody in this family ever done that. They will put their limitations on you if you allow them to. You say that?
If you allow it.
If you allow them to put their limitations on you, they will do that. And the reason being is because you're their family member or their friend and whatnot. They don't see themselves having that certain thing or that good which they desire, so they can't see you having it either. It's like an envy thing.
Yeah.
Envy or jealousy? Envy. Because jealousy is somebody being jealous about what you have.
They want what you have.
Yeah, they want what you have. Envy is they don't want you to have it either.
Yeah, because they can't see it for themselves.
Exactly. So you have to be careful about what you talk to people about too. You know what I'm saying? You tell, like Steve Harvey say, don't tell your your big dreams to small-minded people.
No.
Yeah, because they're going to put their limitations on you.
Yeah.
They'll bring you back down to their level. When they get to telling you, hey, nobody ever did that in this family, or this and that there. You got to be careful who you talk to about your aspirations, your goals, and your dreams. Yeah.
And a lot of times, we have the hard conversations. A lot of times it be mama. It be daddy.
Yeah.
It be auntie, uncle, brother, sister.
The ones that's closest to you.
It's the ones that's closest to you that you feel like, man, how can I just step away from them? A lot of times you have to separate yourself from your own parents. You have to separate. If it's in an environment that's not conducive to who you becoming or who you trying to become, you have to get away. Sometimes you got to stop talking to parents. And just know that it's just for now until you build yourself up where you can be around that type of environment. Yeah. But you can't not hold on to your past and reach to your future. You can hold on to who you used to be trying to evolve to someone new. Yeah. There's no way you can do both of them at the same time. And I think a lot of times when people get on this journey, we try to hold on to the past because it's like, okay, I don't know where I'm going, but I do know this. I'm familiar with this person. I know how this person going to behave, act. I know what this person going to do. But this person I'm becoming, I don't know this person.
I don't know.
I don't know him, so I got to date it.
Yeah.
But when this person that I don't know start falling to hard times or obstacles, you was revert back to the old person because it's your coping mechanism. It's like what you're familiar to. It's your comfort zone. Yeah. So a lot of times it's like you have to make a decision that, hey, I'm going to break free from my past. And that is your environment, your mindset, the people, everything that represents the past, the old you got to break free from it. Because there is no way you can motivate them and you. Yeah. And keep pushing forward.
Yeah, it's hard enough trying to motivate yourself.
It's hard.
I'm telling you, it's a hard thing trying to motivate yourself on a daily basis. Y'all, you're going to motivate you and 2 or 3 more people. That's why I tell my wife, when we got on this journey and this and that, I was like, hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? I'm motivating myself. Yeah. I need you to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't carry me and you too. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm supposed to do as a man. But I need you to come on along with me so that we can pull this wagon together. You know?
Yeah, and it's crazy because I just popped up. A lot of times people think, why get married? What marriage? It's nothing but a document, it's a piece of paper. But it's like, since we've been diving deep into this, it is, listen, imagine if Abraham would have if Sarah would have responded to Abraham like, he said, hey, you know what? I just had a conversation with God. He told us to leave. We finna pack up everything and go. Come on. Yeah. And she was like, where we going? He was like, I don't know. The God is going to show us when we get there. Exactly. What if she was like, I'm not finna pack up. Like, I don't trust and believe and all this stuff. What if she would have gave him a comeback? We would not.
He had 2 options.
Yes.
He had 2 options. He could leave her there.
Or he could have.
Or he would have had to stay where he was.
But most of the time.
But he wouldn't have been listening to God if he did that.
But most of the time, that's what happened. Because we choose our spouse.
Yeah, instead of listening to what God said.
Instead of God. Because God is you walking by faith. God is not going to give you all the details. He's not going to give you plan A through Z. He might not even give you A, but he might not see nothing until D. You just got to keep journeying until he say, okay, this is what it is. So because we don't know what God has planned and how he's going to take us to the promise that he gave us, we instantly be like, well, Sarah, you're right. Well, let's stay here and see what, stay comfortable. Be comfortable in our misery. Yeah. Like, just be comfortable. Be accepting to this is the way life is. Yeah. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
What?
I done got used to living uncomfortable.
Man. Just on the edge.
Just out here, just being uncomfortable, because I'm like, God, this is the desire of my heart, and you said you're gonna take care of me. Hey, man, I'm out here on faith.
Yeah.
I'm out here on faith, and I'm trusting and believing that you're gonna guide me the way that I need to go, in order for us to have the life that we desire. You understand what I'm saying? So, and it seems like the more I keep walking, keep pressing forward, and he's saying, my son, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Keep going, and I'm gonna keep feeding into you. I'm gonna keep giving you what you want. I'm gonna, because you're seeking the kingdom, and as you keep seeking the kingdom, I'm gonna keep, it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you.
Kingdom walk.
Yeah, hey man, look, let me tell you
Kingdom
something.
walk.
I'm just keep walking. And, hey. And 5, 10 years down, I'll be like, dang, I
you
can't
see why I did or why you
I
took
can't
this
even
route.
believe I did that, but I did it, and God just kept, ordering my steps,
Yeah, so it is very important for you to get out, to step out that comfort zone, to stop making excuses. We actually did a video early on. It's probably one of our early on videos, but it's about excuses,
comfort zone.
Comfort zone. We did excuses too. Okay. Yeah, we had one on excuses.
Yeah, we out there. We out there on the episode. I can't remember. we doing so many.
Yeah, we over 100. Okay.
I can't even remember the names of them because we did so many. But I'm gonna keep doing it because this is something I want to do on a continuous basis, almost every single day. So you know.
And it was about making excuses. A lot of times we make so many excuses. Now, whether it's out of fear or rejection or whatever, it's still not a valid excuse, basically. And we start defending that excuse. We start sleeping with that excuse. And when you sleep with something, you intertwine with something. And when you intertwine with something, you realize it's hard to get rid of. Okay? And it's crazy because I used to use the excuse, and I actually had to recognize that. I use the excuse, I'm a logical person. You remember? I got to think things through. I need to know A, B, C. I need to know everything.
Ain't nobody got time
and this
for
is
that.
the killing thing. So I was like, and that's why God's like, you got to stop saying it because the devil hear you. And the thing is, the best thing for the devil to use is facts. Is a logical. When you're a logical person, you think about facts. Let me see the facts laid out, and then we can start a plan. And the devil uses facts, right? So to a logical person, he knows that I'm all about facts. So he's gonna lay down the facts for me. Let me know in my head, hey, you a sinner. Okay. Yeah, I have sinned. I am forgiven, but I'm not a sinner. You see what I'm saying? I sin, I fall short at times, but that what I fell at is not who I am. What I sin, I'm not a sinner. That's not what I become. So a lot of times he would use the facts, and even with self-doubt, he was like, you're not enough. Oh, look at their journey. Compare yourself to someone else and look at their start point and, their end goal, and you looking at your start. You start self-doubting yourself. You start feeling like, I can't do that. You're not worthy. And when you believe that, and
when you keep telling yourself, you're gonna believe it.
When you keep telling yourself, because I feel like if you keep telling yourself, you believe it. I
don't believe it.
that.
You keep telling yourself that over and over. Because it's an affirmation.
It's an affirmation.
It's a negative affirmation. You keep telling yourself that over and over again. I'm not gonna be good at that. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. And then that's what happens. You start to believe that.
Start to believe it.
Even if you tell yourself a lie that's positive, you'll start to believe that also.
That's true, because I'm abundance. I'm walking in abundance, okay?
Life of abundance.
Take this card, please. I figure it out at the end. Figure it out. God gonna figure it out, okay? And it's crazy because I actually did a little small TikTok video this morning. It was about God places people in your life for a reason. Like God connects you with people who He gave grace to help you overcome and come out of bondage, come out of whatever you've been struggling with. God gave them grace to help you. So a lot of times,
but most people won't ask for help.
They won't ask for help because I this is the thing. I was like, well, God, what is it? Like, why people don't ask for help? And it was like a reflection. Basically, it's like because they lying to themselves. If you can't be honest with yourself, how can you be honest with someone else? If you continuously telling yourself and not recognizing and not being like, okay, let me just stop with myself and be real with myself and know this is what my problem is. This is what I need help with. This is what I'm falling short and I can't overcome. A lot of times we're still stuck in a season is because we think we can do it by ourselves. Our pride is high. We don't humble ourselves and be like, hey man, I see you overcame this. God placed you in my life. Can you help me? 9 times out of 10, the person God placed in your life, they already know they're in your life to help you. But they're waiting on you to humble yourself and ask. You have to ask.
Asking you will receive. Seeking you will find. Knocking the door will be open unto you.
That part. And we just did an episode on that. And the crazy thing is they're not going to come to you because they already know you're going to feel like, hey, you judging me. Who are you to tell me this and that? You did this. You did that. Wait a minute. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to overcome. I help you overcome what is keeping you bound and keeping you from stepping into who God called you to be and create the life God wants you to live. So with this channel, guys, it's all about stepping into your greatness, living your full potential.
The thing about it is, the person that God put in your life for you to ask for help from, they're just waiting on you to ask for help.
Waiting.
Let me tell you something. My wife, I tell you right now today, she told me I need to go help a certain person a while back, and I was like, I'm not gonna go and help them. They're gonna have to come to me and ask me for the help because and let me tell you why I said that. Because if you go and because a person that's convinced against that will is of the same opinion still. Okay, and you gotta wait for them to come and ask you because they're gonna be ready to receive that blessing.
Because they tired.
Because they tired of living in their misery. You understand what I'm saying? And that person still haven't come ask for help yet. But you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting here, wait for them when they come and ask for it. You know, but they're gonna come and ask one day. You know, if it don't be too late. You know, but you know what I'm saying? That person that you need to ask for that help from, they waiting on you.
Yeah.
They just waiting on you to ask. And the reason being is because they don't wanna be overbearing. Because you know what I'm saying, if you go and say, hey man, let me help you, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna look at you all sideways and be like, hey, what you trying to say? You know,
I'm going to get offended.
Yeah, they're gonna get offended and this and that. So it's kind of hard for you to walk up. That's why when she told me that a while back, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I don't want to offend the man. You know, he's a grown man. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna just kind of chill and lean back a little bit
ready.
and wait on him to come talk to me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The person God put in your life that God connected you with. They're just waiting. Yeah. And but they're not. But this is the thing. You can't take advantage of them because you know you miss out on your blessing or your deliverance. A lot of times people don't understand that people can help you overcome and get delivered and get sanctified in that thing that's keeping you bound. And the thing is, when you get sanctified, meaning it's no longer have an effect on you. Whatever that once bound you, whatever sin that kept you, it no longer affect you. It no longer have that hold on you. So you can sit in that same situation or in that sin, or it can come towards you, but you're not affected. That's when you become sanctified in that. So a lot of times, like, ask for help. The people talk.
Put your pride to the side.
Humble yourself. Like, you have to humble yourself under God. Humble yourself under the people God connected you with. Because at the end of the day, they're still gonna help. If they're gonna help you or somebody else, they still gonna do what they're called to do.
Exactly.
Time is gonna go no matter what. Whether you step outside your comfort zone or come out of that familiarity. Whether you come out or you start the journey or end the journey and keep progressing, time is gonna pass no matter what decision you make.
Exactly.
Now, you have to decide what kind of life you want to live. You have to decide, man, am I tired? And am I tired of being miserable? Like, living in this misery and then just saying, this is the way it is. This is the hand that I was dealt. No, it's not that. You might have been dealt that hand, but this is not the hand that's going to keep. You're going to keep dealing. Yeah. You got to, what is that? Pity pat? Like, you got to pull from the deck.
Exactly.
What are you pulling from the deck? Just because you was dealt a bad hand doesn't mean that's how the game ends.
And let me say this too. You married couples.
Oh boy.
Married couples. No, you don't even know where I'm going to go.
I already know. Cause I know. Kind of.
Okay, you married couples and you couples and whatnot. If you trying to take y'all to a certain place, don't let your spouse block your blessing. No. Because they will. They will. My wife almost blocked the blessing. I'm telling you, I say, hey, babe, ask this person, if they can help us, and they was willing to help with no questions asked. No questions. Like, hey, y'all less than Akeisha. I don't have no problem helping y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, baby, get me in the room. Let me talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? She like, well, they always busy and this and that. She almost blocked my blessings. I will block our blessings.
Oh, well, we in there.
Where we at right now? Catapulted us to the next level. And I'm talking about not did it once, did it 2 or 3 times. Yeah. So don't let when you're trying to take y'all to a certain place, don't let your spouse block your blessing. Yeah. If you be adamant about it, say, hey, baby, I really need you to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because I got something on my mind. God done spoke to me about this. And if you blocking us, that means you blocking what God told me.
Because we are one.
Yeah, because we're one.
Interfering.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, I did that. God, I'm sorry. I repent from that. Because, baby, if I would have known, when he first asked, I would have been like, hey, we're coming over.
Yeah,
okay, we're on our way.
Exactly.
If I would have known, but then that's when it go when you have to both be on this journey, because then you understand when he say, hey, such and such, and hey. Listen, I don't understand it, but hey, you feel adamant about, I trust, I love you, I believe in you.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, let's go. I'm going to be like Sarah.
Yeah.
Let's pack up and go. Okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, the God you served and spoke to you.
Exactly.
Okay?
Hey, and let me tell you something. I'm talking to God every day.
Yes.
She'll tell you. I come to tell her something all the time. God spoke to me and told me this. God spoke to me and told me. And let me tell you something. God is not going... He's not gonna tell you nothing wrong.
No,
you know what I'm saying. Anything that's along with His will. You know what I'm saying. Let me tell you this. In the book of Proverbs, 19:21, it says, people have their own plans, but it's God's purpose that prevails. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So anything that's along the lines of His what He's called you to do, hey, He's gonna help you get there. He definitely gonna help you get there. Yeah. Proverbs 19:21. That's what you're looking at. 19:21.
Yeah. I gotta look that up.
It say many are in the plan. Many plans are in a man's heart, but it's God's purpose which prevails. Proverbs 19:21. Yeah.
Okay, let me get the right. Yeah, it does say that.
Exactly.
Get out of King James. I'm gonna get out of King James because that's not my ministry, King James.
Living
the
book of Proverbs. Hey, that's
the New Living
that's
translation.
The wisdom, the whole book of wisdom.
And it's crazy because it say you can make many plans, but the Lord's purpose will prevail.
Exactly.
You can make plans all you want.
Exactly.
But his plan, his purpose, his reason for why he created you and brought you down on earth. Yeah. It's gonna prevail. So it's gonna chase you down one way or other.
And let me tell you something. When you keep fighting it all your life, you're gonna end up living a life of lack and mediocrity for the rest of your life because you keep fighting what God's purpose is for your life. Yep. You continuously keep fighting if you want to. I'm telling you. And I'll be talking about purpose all the time because we walking in our purpose now. You know what I'm saying? And I wish and hope that more people would do that. Yeah. Walk in their purpose because your purpose is not tied to you. No. Your purpose is tied to somebody else. Serving. Serving. We all put here to serve, and a lot of people not doing that. No. They just serving. They family members and they and the man they work for. But that's not it. We all are put here to serve, and we got to continuously do that on a daily basis. And as you keep continuously doing that, and keep walking in the will that God has for you, hey, provision. It's like you locked in. Provision. You locked in, man, because he said, "Hey, my son. Hey, my daughter. You doing what I called you to do?
Trusting me. You having faith.
You trusting. You having faith. And here you go. Here you go. Whatever you want. Here you go. And let me tell you something. When your child, let me tell you this. When your child do what you tell them to do, what you do? You reward them.
You're so happy.
You happy to reward them. When they going to school making all straight A's and acting right and all that, what you want to do to them? You want to continuously keep rewarding them.
Same thing with God. We are His children.
Exactly.
We are His children.
Exactly.
So yeah, guys, we hope this episode was more of a motivation. And for you to remember, like, the power to transform your life, the power of transformation, it lies within you. It's not on the outside. It's nobody else. It's within you. It's the God in you. You have that power to transform your life, to do what you want to do. Not what you want to do. To do the will of God. Whatever God put you here on. And stop using that limitation, those excuses, as to a reason that you're scared to step out. Scared to come out of that, that familiar environment. That comfort zone. And we actually did an episode on comfort zone. I highly suggest it because your comfort zone, your environment, is going to make or break you. Exactly. Make or break you. It's your influence. Yeah. Okay? We thank you for joining us on this episode of Stop Defending Your Limitations. Okay, we hope you said something that motivated, inspired you, that connected with something that God had already told you, and you just needed confirmation, and we confirmed that to you. And we pray that this episode has been a blessing to anyone who watches it, any and everyone that has watched.
That's all we want to do.
It. Yeah.
Help
Until next time, let's keep on exploring. Let's keep on this journey. Let's keep on educating, motivating, and inspiring ourselves to create the life we desire. That's it, babe.
Yeah.
Take us home.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
That's all we want to do is get this information to the world. Like, share, and subscribe. We're walking in our journey. You know what I'm saying? Doing what God called us to do. So, you know, and the way you can help us out and help God too is to like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, God is good. Life is good. When we live good, we feel good. We live in a life of abundance. Peace.